So when we look at closed sales for the year for homes, it's right at 27. Year before, year to date through April, island wide was 37. 27% decrease. So it's clear that there's a still a need for homes. So I'm not saying that with these numbers, but there is, I would say, more challenging inventory, and we'll talk more about that. All right, so then we come to the median sales price for homes, $1,765,000. In April the previous year, it was slightly higher, 2.5% higher, $1,810,000. So kind of right on par with what the previous year in April had. When we look over at median sales price year to date, it's slightly less than this. It's right at $1.5 million. In the year before, year to date through April, 1,465,000. So year to date, we're actually up 2.4% as far as the median sales price goes. Average sales price for homes is slightly different. When we're looking at in April, 1,746,000 and change. The year before in April, $1,878,000. That's actually a 7% decrease, and this is average numbers. When we look at those year-to-date numbers for the average sales price through April, $1,578,000 compared to the previous year-to-date, $1,731,000. So that's actually a decrease of 8.9%. Definitely something to that we need to pay attention to there. As far as the percent of original list price received, in April, we're looking at 94.1%. Previous year in April was 92.9%. So a positive uptick there of 1.3%. Then we're looking at days on the market until a sale, and that is 87 in April. And again, we're still on just homes. Compare that to the year before in April of 89. So really kind of tracking that. Now, inventory of homes for sale. In 2025, in April, we were looking at 40. In 2026, in April, 23. So as I was saying, there's just a lack of inventory for people to choose from, and that's actually a 42.5% decrease. So that's pretty substantial. And again, we have a lot of people that are looking for homes. So if you have been on the fence about possibly selling your home, please do not hesitate. Reach out to your Seabrook Island Real Estate expert today, and because there's absolutely a need. People are paying a good amount, and they continue to. However, there's just a lack of inventory there, so could be a good time for you. Now let's switch over to townhomes, kind of the single family attached category. And in April, as far as new listings go, there were 11. Year before, there were 17. So that's a 35% decrease there, which was interesting because when we look at actually year-to-date numbers, we've got 56 villas that have come on the market, compared with 53 year-to-date island-wide that same period of time. So year-to-date, we're actually up 5.7% is from new listings, but in April, we were down 35% kind of year over year. So definitely something we want to pay attention to there. Closed sales for villas was similar story to the homes. There were 7. Compared to the previous year of 11, that's a 36.4% decrease in closed sales. So you add those together, 7 villas and 7 homes, obviously 14 islands wide, and you would think in April it would be a little bit more robust than that. I can say the office is absolutely slammed right now, and so I would imagine May will be higher than that. As far as median sales price goes, $699,000. For villas island wide in April, compare that to the year before of 600,000. That's a 16.5% increase in median sales price, which is good to see. And then average sales price is also up 18.9% to $678,000. Year before, average sales price in April, $570,000. Now, obviously, the year before there were 11 closings in villas, to kind of average that number out a little bit more compared to the 7 in April this year, but something to pay close attention to. Now, this one stuck out: percent of original list price received for villas in April. 97.8%. Compare that to the year before in April, 92.7%. Again, it's 7 properties, not a ton of data there. However, that's something that we need to pay attention to for sure. Days on the market until a sale, 40 for villas island wide, and in April, compare that to the year before of 63. And then when we're looking at how many villas are on the market right now for sale, we're looking at 50, and that is through the end of April. And then year before that was also 50. So we're tracking the same on villas. Again, the homes is the inventory levels that are slightly lower. So I just wanted to get those stats out to you. Seabrook is really starting to buzz. Please do not hesitate to stop on by. We still have the treasures of Seabrook Island on display. So if you voted last month and wanted to come by and see who the winners were, all the winners are on display with ribbons, so it's you can't miss that. Or if you have not yet seen all of the beautiful work, please do not hesitate. Literally, you walk right into our lobby, and that is the gallery, the living room gallery at Seabrook Island Real Estate. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to your Seabrook Island Real Estate agent, and as always, feel free to stop on in and just say hello. Thanks so much for your time.